Hello and welcome to Tech Me Out. So recently I got my hands on the new HTC One M8. Side note, I am loving it. And part of me loving it is the speakers on this as well as the games that I'm currently enjoying. So if you too are in the same boat and got yourself a new HTC or a new S5 or a new phone or a phone in general, let's go ahead and talk about some nice games that you can start enjoying on your devices. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock mine and I'm going to jump into the first one. So the first game I want to show you all is Smash Office. So what you basically do, let me go ahead and choose my weapon and I'm going to stick on the normal mode here. You basically go through and you smash the office. So you have your joystick over here and then you just swing by tapping over here on the right hand side, and the object of the game is to knock or rather destroy as many objects as you possibly can. Now I know it sounds very simple, but to me sometimes the challenging part is getting him to actually hit the object. And you can just smash through rooms. Let me go in here and start smashing stuff, and you want to just try to get a high score, and when you get a certain score then he will start kind of just like plumbing through stuff like this, where you can just use the joystick and then you don't have to swing. And then you can collect coins along the way. Go back and collect these coins. Go back in here. So he wants me to hit the fire extinguisher, and it's also timed. I forgot to mention that. Oh wow, it blew out the whole room with the fire extinguisher. But that's really the gist of the game. You'll get your highest score over here and then your current score. So as you can see, that's not the best I've done, but that's partially because I'm trying to demo the game at the same time. But I think it's a game that you all may enjoy, and if you do decide to download it, post your highest scores. See if you can beat mine. And to prove it, add me on Twitter. So the game I have next is 300. Now this one is much like the movie, and if you have seen Rise of Sparta, the second, version of 300, this is pretty much that boat scene. I love that movie. Can't wait till it hits Blu-ray, but if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out and definitely download this game. So as you can see, you're just going to try to use the joystick on the left to maneuver him on the boat, and then use the control or the swords here on the right to swing, or you can hit the shield to guard himself from the swings. So you're just kind of making your way through. And let's keep it moving. So it follows much of, I feel like, what happened in the movie. And on top of that, I like the quality of the footage. It's very, very high quality. And it also gives you tips, and you can just turn that off when you want. So you're just trying to pretty much destroy enemies. That's really it. That's the object of the game. You're fighting for your people. Alright. You can keep your score over here as well as how much life you have left up here in the top left corner. But that's really all there is to the game. I just really like the graphics, and because it reminded me so much of the movie, I just enjoy playing it. But I'm going to just stop it there and head back to the home screen. So the next game I have here is known as Pyro Jump. And basically what it is this little flaming character here, and you want to jump from wheel to wheel. And you want to make sure you jump from the correct location, or else you're going to have a little epic fail like I did right then. So it looks easy, but it's really a little bit more eager fingers. It looks easy, but it's really a bit more challenging than you may think. So you just want to make sure that before you jump, he's in the spot that he needs to be in, and then collect the flames and jump to the next one, and then to the next one, and the next. Let him go over. Whoop. I knew he was going to fall. But at least he didn't die. And I'm going to have to wait till he gets in the middle so he can shoot up. Get those flames. Get that flame. So like I said, it looks easy, but I have impatient fingers. But that's the gist of the game. I primarily play it on my iPad, and I'm going to put it on the angle as to why I could not do it the way I needed to. But overall, I hope it's one that you all will download and enjoy. So the next game I have is one that is truly classic. You basically want to move the ball and let it knock out these blocks up here, but catch it before it falls to the bottom. So this is a nice game to really pass the time. It's not too challenging, but definitely hard enough. But it's nice to, you know, just kill time like I was saying. It's called Smash. I don't know if I said the name. You want to catch those little... Oh, dropped it. But, like I say, you just want to keep the ball going to knock out those blocks. And catch anything that falls down in terms of like the bonuses and such. I thought I was going to lose it. Nah, lost that one. But I think you all get the gist. Like I said, it's called Smash. All of these games are free, so definitely check it out. There's no harm in doing so. And the last game I have for you all is called Crazy Doctor. And I like this particular game because it's challenging, it makes you think, and you have to move fast. So it pretty much wants you to choose the appropriate tool to patch up the patient here. So in this case, it's going to be this vacuum. And then it shows you what it wants you to do. Now, I haven't got too deep into this game as much as I have on my iPad. There was one called Surgeon 3 up there that was very much like this. So you pretty much want to remember these methods that are used because you're going to have to do them on your own without any instruction, and you're going to have to do it the correct way. I think it's interesting to, you know, kind of see the stories that go on behind these patients that you're working on. Like this particular person just has some really jacked up teeth. And it'll give you hints. So you need to pull that out. Then you need to pull this out again. Put it on the tray. Now I have to scrape the tartar and make all of his teeth white. So what would I use to scrape some tartar? We're going to do like the process of elimination here. I know it's probably not this. Is it? No, I think I'm making him bleed. Oh, what would I use to scrape tartar? Maybe this. No, that's just cleaning up the blood. See, this is what I'm talking about. They stop giving you hints. No, that's to patch it up. I don't know what to do to scrape the tartar. Like I said, I mainly play this on my iPad. I played an alternate version of this, but that's not. I don't want a needle. Oops. And you also want to pay attention to his health there, as well as the time, which is quickly taken away from me. So I'm not going to waste any more time trying to figure out what I need to do to clean those teeth up here. But when I saw this particular game on the Play Store, I knew I had played it on my iPad mini. So I definitely wanted to give it a go and share it with you all to check out as well. But that concludes all of my games that I wanted to share with you today. I plan on downloading some more, reviewing some more. And if you have some games that you like, that brings me to my next question for you all. Drop down below your top 5 favorite games. And like I did in the last video, I'm going to choose a couple of them to feature in another one of my videos. So don't be shy in sharing a response. But that sums everything up. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.